Hey y'all, it is June the 5th, 2024. And, just so that you know, um, I actually just passed by some folks who are working on a roof, getting paid, whatever. Having a job. Unlike myself, I kind of have a job, sort of part time. And they're doing the roofing. I don't know if you're familiar. Probably you are, around the whole nation, but it's been like that for a while. In which you could assume everybody working on that roof, their first language is Spanish, and in fact, more than likely, they're not from this country. Whether it be illegal, whether they have some sort of visa, regardless, not from this country. Alright? It's not a good sign when it's always the case. When it comes to roofers and this sort of stuff like that, it's always the case. Oh, we need them so bad. Why? Because we're incapable of doing it. And here in San Antonio, Texas, that's been the case quite a bunch. Hey man, I would like to go ahead and work on roofs and stuff. I could handle it, but nah. Right? And then, as you probably well know if you're familiar, if you look in their direction, for example, you see a team of them, they're working on a roof, look at their direction, they will never so much as wave at you. In fact, if one of them does look up at you, he will look up at you with great hostility. Right? And that's definitely going to manifest itself in other hostile ways into the future, I'm sure. But that's not what I came to talk about. Actually, I'm on my walk in the morning. And I just want to talk to y'all about, I guess, my dream last night. And that's the thing about it. I'm really starting to wonder, as I remain not doing any reefers, the thing is probably a good idea to not do any reefers, because the job that, I felt like I probably had, I absolutely do not have. Right? I'll let y'all know that there was a job that it seemed like I had in the bag, but actually I don't. And what's interesting enough is that they say, oh, reach back out to the people, make sure that they remember you and stuff like that, and just make sure that they know that you're eager to start working. I've reached out a couple of times to absolute silence. Right? They don't, like, people are working such minimal job. See, the thing is, this is across the board, and I see it all the time. People are doing the very minimum that they have to do, period, regardless. As though we already live in a communist state. Right? Like, so much as emailing me back or calling me back and let me know, hey, buddy, I don't know, I guess we just don't have a job for you. That is way too much effort. To have a template email where you don't even write it and you send it to me saying, oh, I'm sorry, the opportunity is not there anymore, or this and that, we found out this and that, we just can't have you work here. That is way too much to ask. It's way too much. That's like giving you an idea of how minimal people are willing to work. All right. And so that being said, it's probably a good idea that I don't partake in reefer and stuff. And the truth is, I probably wouldn't be doing anyways. Because I want to know more. I want to explore more about whatever this brain activity that I've been missing out on, I guess. Our Lord and Savior Google tells me that REM, rapid eye movement, in your sleep is actually like pretty important. I've never been able to measure it, or I've never really taken the opportunity to measure mine really. But they say, it's an easy way to tell whether or not, if you're having dreams, to know if you're getting in that rapid eye movement or whatever during your sleep. And I'm starting to wonder, wow, am I supposed to dream every single damn night? And is that what people do? People out there who aren't on reefer, or maybe aren't hopelessly addicted to pain pills or drinking every night. As we know, plenty of people in America, perhaps the majority of people in America are. If you're not like that, do you dream every single freaking night? That's what I wonder. It's like, am I supposed to dream every damn single night? And the reason that I ask that question is that like I said before, I don't get to choose my dreams, and my dreams aren't really enjoyable. All right. Last night, for example, you could describe my dream as frustrating at best. It's like, yeah, let me go to sleep so that I can be frustrated in my dreams at best, or annoyed. So last night's dream, I guess the main thing that I remember during it was that it's kind of like I was back in high school or something. The old football team, soccer for gay people, but football, like I was back in high school. And unfortunately, my man El Nino was not in the dream that I recall, and that's unfortunate. But there was people like, in the football team, but none of the people who I remember is just random people, I guess. Random, like, nameless, faceless people. I just don't remember. But at one point in the dream, I did see my former football coach from high school. El Nino will recall, Coach Richter, may he rest in peace. Been dead for quite a while. I saw him, and that was interesting. During the dream, I was struggling to get all my stuff, to get, the shoes, my shorts, and whatever I would need in order to get on the pitch and go play. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I sincerely wanted to do in my dream. But as some people might be familiar, it's a frustrating dream in that I could not find. I was trying and looking all over to get the stuff and the equipment so that I could go out on the pitch. And it never ever did happen. And I will note that people were looking forward to me getting on the pitch and stuff. It was as though it was like a comeback for me. And people were all excited, to include random ladies that were there. And some of the fellas, they were all excited because I was making a comeback after having received heart surgery. Now, I received heart surgery like a little bit over a year ago, well past my high school days. So this is kind of like a mix and mash type of deal in which, I was getting heart surgery and I was still like playing for the high school soccer team. And it was just very frustrating. And so to document my dream, that's pretty much basically what happened. Very frustrating and very annoying. And I'm really starting to wonder, is it an every single day thing? And I'm making note that probably, I'm thinking the most likely why I'm so frustrated in my dreams is because you flip it around and my life is not successful. Right? And so it's kind of a mirror image of how unsuccessful my life actually is. And I'm just living a different unsuccessful life in my dreams now. I'm a firm believer, and I've seen evidence that the key to success is failure. And so I'm comfortable with failing, knowing that I'd be comfortable, especially if I knew that that is what's leading me down the road to success. If I just keep trying and failing, well, it's not a bad deal so long as I keep trying, and eventually I shall come by success. And so I'm not completely depressed by it. However, I am still annoyed by it and quite frustrated by it. And before I cut off the video, I just want to say that it would be amazing if I could have enjoyable dreams. I'm not in charge of that. You know, perhaps if my life were to become a little bit more successful in sort of ways, that perhaps my dreams would be more successful, if you will. The truth is, the world around me is damn crumbling. Whether or not I like it, or however I feel about it, it's quite objectively clear that all sort of carnage awaits us. And all sort of carnage has been rained down upon people who are not me in the worst ways already. So it's not like I'm being nervous about nothing. You know, perhaps what I don't know. Perhaps what I might wind up looking into is lucid dreaming, if I could possibly pull that off. If I could possibly pull off lucid dreaming and do as I feel like, and as I would want to do in my dreams, perhaps that would be enjoyable. I already know the solution if I don't want to dream is to have some reefer gummies, and that would be enjoyable. But the damn scientists on Google tell me, oh man, if you don't get proper REM, and they could be just making it up. They're like, if you don't get proper REM, well, your emotions, you won't be able to regulate your emotions so good. I'm not sure yet what the hell they're talking about. Or you won't get the proper this and that, and you know, it could lead to different problems in your life, health related problems, if you in fact do not receive enough REM. I don't have any idea how much REM I'm receiving, but I do know that I'm dreaming every single night, so I must be getting the proper REM at this point, and that would be regarded as healthy. It's like I still am annoyed though. And so perhaps I'm being more healthy in general and specifically to my brain by having these dreams, but it doesn't take away the fact is that I don't enjoy these. And we'll see if perhaps, you know, the more I dream, maybe if I dream more and more and more, eventually they will become enjoyable or interesting or, like, you know, worthwhile. Maybe they will. And so therefore I'm going to keep going down this frustrating and annoying road of having dreams. And it's kind of retarded. And hopefully maybe I'll get a job soon. And if so, I have like an interview set up tomorrow, in fact. And hopefully I'll get a job soon. And if so, perhaps I will then think about having a reefer gummy, and in fact having a peaceful and enjoyable night's sleep, which may or may not even be healthy for me. And that's the update for today. I'll holler at y'all probably tomorrow about my stinking dreams. Alright? And I would like to know if you're having dreams, unless you're on reefer gummies and all this and you're not having dreams, I have some reason to believe that you're having dreams. Do you have dreams every single night? And is it as annoying and frustrating? as my dreams? That's what I really want to know. Ahala.